exactly are you and what do you do?
My name is Ty Delich. I'm a college athlete now. Uh, yeah, I play for Richard Bland College men's soccer, junior college.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you study?
I'm looking at doing sports business and marketing.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. And what was your initial situation before you started working with me?
So about 2 years ago, I got diagnosed with a vasculitis called HSP.
Yeah.
So kind of put everything to a halt, soccer and just like life in general, really. Um, got it under control with like the typical medicine, very strong medications, steroids, immunosuppressants, stuff like that. Um, it was supposed to be temporary. Like generally, most cases are pretty short, just a few months, and then kind of done with it. But mine just kept lingering, kept staying. Uh, you know, 3 months, 6 months, a year and a half, almost 2 years, really. And yeah, like I did all the right things. I listened to the doctors, like, but they didn't really have an answer except for just keep staying on these medications, which like is just it's like crippling, like for just life quality in general. Like I couldn't compete. I was always tired. I would get like infections, um, really bad. So I just felt sick all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And you also had side effects, right? On the medication.
Yeah. Mostly it was just like weakness, just from the weakened immune system, fatigue. Like I was with a training with a soccer team, couldn't really play, but there was a cold that went around the whole team, and they all just like got over it within a day, and I was like bedridden for a week. So like it just like the difference. It's like it was yeah, it was pretty terrible. But
Yeah, that sucks. And what was your motive for seeking this collaboration?
I would say the main one. Well, obviously there's like the quality of life aspects. There's just I just was looking at, is there any way that I can treat this without feeling so miserable all the time? But also, um, it was getting into my first year of college, and it was getting to the point where I wasn't ever going to be able to compete. Like I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to play college soccer, get a scholarship, or even just even play in general. Like I thought it was, if it kept going like this, it would just be over. So I just thought, why not be a little desperate and like do everything I can to see if I can have a second chance, and then just see what happens.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And what was your goal for seeking this collaboration? Like what did you expect?
My main goal was just to get off of the medication, because the medication was causing the side effects more than like the actual disease itself, where I couldn't physically handle competing.
Yeah.
So just to treat the condition well enough that I didn't have to be on any sort of pharmaceuticals for it, and I could just kind of feel a little more normal, and then also in that sense be able to compete.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. And what did you achieve through the collaboration?
Well, I achieved exactly that. Is within just a couple months, I was able to stop doing the medications, and like even after that, like the disease didn't reflare. Like even my doctors were like, it's just you're good. Um, obviously keeping an eye on it, but
Yeah.
um, and then I was able to um, train with the team a lot more, play in some spring games. So now I have a spot on a college team for the fall. So I'm excited for the opportunity that I actually can hopefully play again.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. And you also were on blood pressure medication, right?
Yeah. So yeah, symptom of both the disease and the medication kind of made it worse. Yeah, I had pretty chronically high blood pressure, so I was on medication for that, and that I think also just 2 or 3 months in, um, it just started to lower. I felt like a lot less strain in a sense, just like with the heart, with everything like that, with my heart rate. Yeah, so I was able to get off of those two, and my blood pressure's pretty healthy now. So
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool. And how would you describe the work with me, the collaboration in general?
I would say effective, first of all, like even more than I was maybe hoping for.
Yeah,
Um, you get results quickly, but it's informational, but in a digestible way.
yeah,
I think you break it down. So instead of focusing on everything, it's like each call, each meeting, I knew what I needed to do for the next few weeks, and then I knew I could build on that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And what did surprise you the most?
I'd have to say maybe that uh, I would say, oh, okay, actually, I do know what actually surprised me was I think while I was getting sick, I developed sometimes my body would just be so always feeling so bad. I would develop like unhealthy cravings for like comfort food.
Yeah,
Um, and then obviously cutting out all that processed and sugary stuff totally. After a while, I like stopped feeling the urge to like eat those things. Like I didn't even want to. Um, like somebody brought brownies to our apartment, and brownies are like my absolute weakness, like my favorite food ever.
yeah,
And like I didn't even feel like I wanted to eat it, even though I was hungry at the time. I was just like sat there looking at it like, so yeah, it was like once you're actually eating like healthy, like
yeah.
your body actually appreciates it, I guess. Yeah.
That's really true. You can get used to it pretty quick, even in a short time. Like we've been working for like 3 or 4 months, more than 3 months right now, and it's just not a long time, honestly, to get rid of an autoimmune disease, and also to
Yeah.
that you have the feeling to that you crave healthy foods, like you crave more fruit than a brownie, for instance. And
Yeah.
this is just amazing. It's also not good for the situation you're in right now, but basically for your whole life in general, what that means. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And why did you decide to work with me?
Well, I got one of my coaches actually sent me one of your Instagram reels
Yeah,
about the autoimmune diseases, and I had just been researching, like digging deep into the internet, trying to find like a little more answers, and there just weren't any. So I was like, "What is this?" And then what you said, it made a lot of sense. Um, so I kind of checked you out from there, and yeah.
yeah, it made sense. Yeah, it's true. It makes sense. Yeah, just makes sense. And who exactly would you recommend to work with me?
Um, I mean, pretty much anybody if you're struggling with like just like things that people can't give you an answer for, especially like autoimmune issues, just like random symptoms that just don't go away. Nobody can really give you a solid answer. I would say it would be the main thing. Um, but I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
cool. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I would say the same. Yeah. All right. I mean, Ty, you can be so proud of you. Really. It's even in this short time, and when I remember when we started talking and you were explaining me all your symptoms, was not a good time, and what we achieved or what you achieved basically within like 3 or 4 months, 3 or 4 months, it's incredible what you did. And also, I have huge respect for everything that you implemented, because it's not easy to change your diet. It's not easy to stick with it, but as you all probably know, that if you have a good reason to do it, and if you know you don't have any other choice, basically, then you just do it. But it's still not easy in how you do it and how you implement it and how you cope with it, even with ups and downs. You also had some ups and downs, but how you cope with it and how you did it, it was really admiring. It was really good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome. You're welcome. All right. Then, yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story, and I hope it will encourage other people to not believe the things that like the body's attacking itself, or it's your own immune system attacking you, or it's in your head, or all these things that people are saying to you that are really discouraging and make things just worse. So thank you so much for sharing the story, Tyson.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.